Hey everyone, yeah, your eyes are not deceiving you as you read the title. This is a DVD, this is a, I guess you could say DVD, 4K Blu-ray, and VHS update. That's right. Basically, I'm going to show you what I've got. I'm sure a lot of you already know what I got through the package openings that I've done. But yeah, this is an update, long in the making, if you will. Long in the making. So, with that said, what is it that I ended up collecting? We're going to start a little old school wise, and we're going to go with the VHSs. And of course, some of them, like I said, you already know. I got them basically recently through eBay. It wasn't an eBay bid I won, they was being sold this way. And the first one we got here is Transformers Satellite of Doom okay, what we have here, the first one is Transformers Satellite of Doom When Continents Collide, See and Read, released and distributed by Kid Video. That's right, Kid Video basically distributed this one on VHS. It's basically part of a program, let me turn it this way. It's basically part of a learning program that they had at the time, because you could see how thin the VHS, how thin, or not thin, but how short the tape is and how big the spindle is for the tape. It's one of those series of VHSs that they've done in the past. In fact, they even give you an example, an example of what else they released and show you basically what it's about. But yeah, it's one of those VHSs, or media VHSs, or DVDs, or even Blu-rays, even, depending on if they still do it that way. It's one of those, basically, that essentially you pop in, or you turn on, and basically young kids, that you want to educate in reading and all that, young kids can, look at, read along with, and go from there. But yeah, that's basically, like I said, the other ones they've released. They probably did more, and like I said, that's what's on it. And like I said, the content, the VHS itself, if I could pop it out here again, come on. The VHS itself, like I said, is very, very short in nature. Again, according with the spindle and everything. And KidVid always, kid stuff, or KidVid as they call themselves, always had the yellow sticker or colorful sticker to kind of differentiate themselves from everybody else. And the way they would release it is they would have the cover in reverse, because it's usually like this when you get it, but it's like this, so that way you can just pop it out, I guess, or something. But yeah, there you go. This is the part of the see and read and all that, that's supposed to help educate young kids and all that, and reading and all that, and released by Kid Stuff Home Video, KidVid, if you will. So that is the first thing right there. The other one, of course, I talked about and everything, did that whole video on all the variations of the movie I have. The other one I got was the official first release, or basically the first release here in the U.S. and North America under FHE, Family Home Entertainment, of Transformers the movie. This was the actual VHS tape that came out in 1986, as far as I can remember. And this is how I know it is, because if you look, that is the same way they would always do the Transformer stuff. And I think even G.I. Joe back in the 80s, and Gem. They even did some Gem ones, if you will. They did some Gem ones as well, just like that. But it was mostly with Transformers, and they would always have the Transformer logo and what episodes were on there, or what the title of the VHS was, and all that, with the singular episode or 2 episodes. And here they did the same thing with the font, but instead they say Transformers the movie and all that. So because they were the distributor of the film itself, originally when it came out to VHS in 1987, and it's basically been about 28 years, this past March and April, that that release happened on VHS. Because they were the distributors of the cartoon series on VHS, they got to distribute it. They got to distribute the movie on VHS as well. And like I said, the same thing with TMNT's 1990 film, that followed about 4 years later. So that's the Transformers movie. And then, of course, along with that, I ended up getting the Return of Optimus Prime. This was all in one package, as you guys know, watching that video. Got the Return of Optimus Prime here. This is basically, as it says right there, the sequel to Transformers the movie. And this was a later release, because you can tell by the sticker. This is what Family Home Entertainment would use for the later releases. And this, of course, was a West Coast video rental. This was actually just a rental exclusive for a while through all the rental places like West Coast and, you know, Blockbuster and so on, Family Video. This was just a rental exclusive before they made it, you know, basically a retail exclusive to buy. But yeah, there you go, Transformers: The Return of Optimus Prime. You know, the season 3 finale, treated, like I said, as the sequel, as it puts it, to the movies. That was pretty cool. And now, to get on to the other ones that just came in as of today, because it's the same day I did the package opening. We have, DVD-wise, The Secret World of Alex Mack. That's right, we have The Secret World of Alex Mack here. This, of course, was released. In fact, let me open it up. I haven't even opened it up yet. Let's get the plastic off of there real quickly and put it in the trash. And here we are. We have The Secret World of Alex Mack. Got the slipcover. Some, as I said in the package opening, didn't get the slipcover apparently. But here it is, the slipcover and everything. And it is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 discs. All 4 seasons on 6 discs. That's pretty cool. All 4 seasons on 6 discs. That's pretty cool. To, you know, be able to, you know, watch when you want to watch at your convenience and everything down the line. So the complete series of Alex Mack, Secret World of Alex Mack, really great to have that. And then up next we have The Lion King on 4K. If you will, we have The Lion King on 4K. If you will, it looks like the case got a little damaged. Thanks a lot, Amazon, but it's okay. Probably can find some spare cases online to buy for this kind of stuff. We have The Lion King on 4K, and there goes the other part. And it has no digital code. No digital code. Huh. Kind of surprised. Didn't have a digital code here. Someone must have erased it. So it might have been used, who knows. But it has no digital code here. And I don't see the code, which is weird. It has no code, so I'm going to probably have to go to do the other way of doing it, which I don't want to do, but what are you going to do? But yeah, we have The Lion King on VHS. I mean, on VHS, but on 4K here, upgrade and all that. And then, last but not least, we have Batman versus the Yakuza League. This one should, Batman Ninja, I should say, versus the Yakuza League. This one should, if I can open it up here for a second. There we go. Here I got Batman and the Yakuza League, and the blue and the DVD and the 4K is a little loose, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, it does have the code in there. But yeah, we have Batman and the Yakuza League as well. So there they are, right there. There they are. But that's about it for the update. If you guys, for you guys and everything, let me know what your thoughts are down below. What do you think about what I've added and all that? And until then, I am out.